Hi, everybody. I'm Scott Hammond. A lot of you I know. I looked at the role, and a lot of you I already know. You've already had a class from me, and maybe you've heard me talk a little bit about this wonderful cabin that we have in the Uintas, and that's where I am right now, and that's what I'm doing, recording this piece. I'm not going to be here on the first day of class. What a great way to start a class. Professor's not even there, but I am. Going to make up for it with some great stories about where I am. I'm heading off to Africa again with this project that I've had. Some of you know about it, and I had to get a weekend. I'm actually going to South Africa for a couple of days and speaking at some schools. And these schools are really interesting places because the only requirement to get into this school is that you've never gone to school and never been accepted in any other school. And so they take people who are just really almost completely and totally illiterate, without promise and without hope, and give them some promise and hope. And so that's I thought was a worthy endeavor to go work with them for a while, and then I'm going to stop in Ghana on the project there. In other words, I'm going to spend about a week on an airplane is what it comes down to. With that, you have my apology for not being there and for not being with you on this first day. This is a really good class, a really important class, and we've been working hard on it. And you guys know Mark Homer. He's my teaching assistant now, and he's going to be helping you with this first day of class. And so please, he's going to answer a lot of the logistical questions, and he's going to be helping. He's out with a lot of this that way. A lot of you, if you've had my class before, have read my Scholar Leaders article, and you understand that I'm really focused, I try to focus as much as I can on scholarship and not just being a student. You know, students sort of ask, how high should I jump? And the professor says, this high, and you jump that high. But what I want you to do is take this class as a license to explore the notion of leadership, to really get in and read a lot about leadership. We have some very important and very interesting readings for you, to look at some interesting and important cases like the Ernest Shackleton case that we're going to watch. And you might even, it's not required for the class, but you might want to even go online on Google and read some of Shackleton's writings about his grand adventure. And then you're going to be writing a profile about a leader, a great leader, somebody that you know. So, you know, the first essay is, am I ready for leadership? We ask you to be introspective. We ask you to look at yourselves and try to figure out if you're ready for leadership. The second essay is, was Ernest Shackleton a great leader? And then the third essay is really exploring and getting into and profiling a leader. So it's a writing intensive class. And that means that Mark and I will help you through any of those essays that you need. We'll help you rewrite. We'll help you work on that. You know, if you've had a class from me before, that I will work with you the best I can. Of course, I'm really busy like most professors, and I sometimes drop the ball when you call or when you email me and it gets lost in the wash. But I don't think anyone's ever caught me at a time when I'm angry or mad or with a student's calling. I'm always actually quite glad that you call when you have a problem. So please, you know, it makes me feel important. So please call me, call Mark, email us, and engage us in the activity of helping you become really good, solid writers. Because, you know, when we're teaching writing, we're not just teaching writing, we're teaching conceptual skills, and we're teaching you how to think, and how to think out loud, and how to think publicly, and how to express yourself publicly, and that's critical for every successful business person. So that's where this class is going, and I think you'll find that it will be a good class, a very interesting and fun class that way. So let me just take you through the class a little bit. We're going to start with looking at some of the ideas of where is the locus of leadership. What do we think about leaders? Is leadership an action, or is leadership in the heart or the head? That sounds a little bit familiar if you've studied motivation theory or ethics. You have to think through those ideas about what is the locus of leadership. We're going to look at Daniel Coleman. It's Colman's work on emotional intelligence. That factors in very heavily when you talk about and look into leadership. So that's going to be a key reading in the class. And one of the things I expect you to do is to read those readings, read them carefully, and underline them. I don't have you read a lot because I need you to know what's in the book, because every one of your essays, every one of them, should include references from the textbook, because that's the only way we know that you're reading the material, is if you use the material. These are the 10 best articles on leadership, I think, that are out there. Maybe the 10 best anywhere on leadership. And so look at those and think about them and see how people are thinking about leadership. Don't just write in general about leadership, but use specifically the terms and the ideas from other people and combine them with yours and your examples, and then you'll do just fine. As we get deeper into the course, we're going to read, some of you have already read my Lessons of the Lost book, because that's when we get into the Ernest Shackleton, and we're going to watch an incredible movie called The Endurance, about the Shackleton Project and the Shackleton adventure and the problems that he had and the outcome of that grand adventure. It's riveting, it's exciting, it's fun. But it will help you do an analysis then of that paper that says, was Ernest Shackleton a great leader? And finally, and you need to start thinking about this right now, but the last project you turn in, and 50% of your grade will be a profile that you do on a leader, an analysis that you do. I want you to meet somebody, find somebody, go outside your comfort zone, and don't just pick your mom or your dad or your uncle. Pick somebody that's outside your comfort zone and interview them and work with them and ask them some detailed functional questions about their leadership. Use the material again from the book to talk about their emotional intelligence and other concepts from the book that help you unpack who that person is and what that person can do. Finally, we will conclude, and hopefully we will have time for you to read some of the other papers in the class, some of the other leader profiles in the class, and get a chance to see what other people are doing. So I hope this works really well for you. Again, give Mark your full attention. He's a really good teaching assistant, and he's going to help you a lot with your writing. I hired him because he has a lot of experience as a writing coach, and he's also a really good guy. And so he can help you a lot, and I can help you a lot, and between the two of us, we'll get you through this, and we'll have a really good time. For those of you that I am getting to know the first time through, it's good to have you in my class. For the many of you that are taking this class again, I know that you're taking it because you have to take it, and you're sort of locked into taking it from me. But I hope you enjoy it, and many of you I count as my friends. So thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.